Hey, loungers. I hope everybody is doing as great as I am today. Listen, guys, we're not going to be real long today. There's just a couple of clips I want to play because I have been, just kind of watching everybody around the sector and just kind of, paying attention to different things and seeing what different people are doing. While I'm really, just taking care of business and just handling life. Hey, Steph, I appreciate you. Let everybody know that I'm in here. You can go in the backyard, tell everybody. And, just let everybody know because nobody knew I was going live today. I actually had no idea I was going live today either. So this is why, this is kind of a pop up and this is kind of like, hey, and y'all know how I do. When I have a thought, okay, I have a thought. And I definitely want to talk about this thought that I have this morning, okay? And it was burning my soul, okay? I had to talk about this today. Hey, Triggs, I appreciate you being in the building. Y'all let everybody know that I am live because listen, okay, I was about to chill out and just have a day to myself, a regular old day. Thank y'all for sharing that in the backyard. Listen, I was just about to chill out and just chill and just enjoy the rest of my day, okay? And just love the day, okay? Like I always be doing. But I'm telling you, I be watching some of y'all in the clouds, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all, I really do be watching y'all. Like whatever I'm doing on the side, I'm handling business, I'm, doing what I'm doing. I be listening to y'all, okay? Shout out to Trig, shout out to Raw B, shout out to Cellulite. They've been like holding it down in the sector. Divine Seven, they've been definitely holding it down around here, doing their content, right? But every now and then, I will go over and I will listen to some of y'all, depending on what I hear in the backyard, depending on what I might hear on what's going on. Hey, Bernice, appreciate you being in the building, sis. Okay, and so what I happened to hear about was a conversation between P and Carrie Ann. And I'm going to play that video for you guys this morning. I'm going to play a clip of that video for you guys this morning because I want you guys to get the full capacity of my gripe here, okay? And why I feel like this is nuts what I'm listening to, okay? And then we're going to listen to Carrie Ann's video from, I guess it was last night. I really don't know the time frame of when it was. I guess it was last night she made this video. And I'll tell you guys why I know about this, okay? Because I was not supposed to know about this, okay? I'll tell y'all. I was not supposed to know about this, okay? But I knew about it. God is good. Just know that God is good all the time, okay? But either way, I wasn't supposed to run across this, but I ran across this to this morning, okay? And it was because I saw and shout out to Bombay. I saw a notification from him that he did this new song, right? So I went over to Bombay and I wanted to listen to the song because I saw my name in the title of the song. So I'm like, oh shit, he done made a parody song about me, right? So I'm thinking it's gonna be a parody about me. So I went to go listen to it, but I had to go do some shit. So when I was done with that, I came back this morning to go listen to it, right? And sure enough, the song was gone. I didn't see the song. Hey, Bombay, appreciate you being in the building. Okay, no problem. Listen, I didn't see the song, so I was like surfing all over for it, and I found the song, y'all. The song was on Carrie's video. Okay, so Carrie did she did like a live like reaction to the song. Okay, technically it really wasn't a reaction. She just did like she played the song, thank God, and she allowed the song to play, and then she did her commentary on it. So thank God she did it that way because I actually wanted to hear the song. The song was good. Okay, it really was. I really liked it. I really enjoyed that my voice was used in it, and it was used the way I would actually use it. It was used the way what I would actually say, right? So I appreciate Bombay because he used the song. Well, he used one of my videos in some things that I said about somebody in the sector, and he actually used it in that song to make a song, and it was really fucking good. So shout out to you, Bombay, for that. Okay. So in the midst of me finding that song and liking the song and enjoying the song, and then hearing Carrie's little bit of commentary, it was funny that Carrie thought that this song was about her. Okay, she thinks everything in this world is about her. Let me grab my water real quick, y'all. Hold on. We doing this ghetto style today, y'all. Cause listen, I'm not gonna be going live for a very long time. I have no intentions of doing this or anything, but I was not about to let this bitch get away with this morning. So hold on one second, y'all. Let me take a sip of my water. Hey, sexy toy lady and Miss Murph, I appreciate you being in the building. Let me go through y'all comments real quick because listen, we about to get into this. Eugene Steele, I appreciate you being in the building as well. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Okay, so listen, let me explain to y'all why this shit got me like, what the fuck, okay? Because the other day, I was in the clouds and I was listening to P and to Carrie arguing about this whole charity thing where Carrie had, remember when Carrie had gotten the money? Y'all know Carrie got the money to get clothes for a student at her school, right? Now, I always thought that was a true story. I never had any reason to believe that she was lying about that, right? But then the whole story came up where, Carrie was, there was actually already a closet like this at the school, and so forth and so on, which I did find strange. I'm not going to lie. I did, because that was not something she ever mentioned to me. Now, she did mention to me about the student. Now, and I wanted to say this the other night, P, but I didn't say it because I didn't really, honestly, I didn't want to get involved. Okay. But I gotta get the fuck involved now. Okay. Because now the bitch is really fucking lying, and she proved it. Okay. So, and I got the receipts, bitch. Okay, I got the receipts like I always fucking do. I know you be saying I be lying on you, but I be using your voice and your your own fucking receipts against you. And we about to do that shit early this motherfucking morning on this blessed Sunday, bitch. Okay. Now, hold on. Let's go ahead before we get into that. Okay. I just got to let you know, P, that I really did want to get on that panel because I was listening. Okay. I was doing something. I was doing some work, but I was listening. And I wanted to hop on that panel and have your back in the whole big and tall situation with the student being a big and tall student. Because I remember Carrie Ann telling me that the student was a big and tall student. And I remember her saying that specifically to the sector. Okay. And I also remembered the receipts of her showing that to the sector. But I didn't have the evidence at the moment, and I didn't feel like arguing back and forth with her. And I really didn't, because of that, I didn't want to jump into it, right? So I decided to leave it alone until God dropped that into my lap this morning. Okay, and I wasn't gonna let this go. Okay, because you are a liar, bitch. Okay, you are a whole fucking scammer and an entire liar, and we're gonna prove it today. And it's crazy because you keep claiming that everybody else is lying on you, right? Everybody's lying on you. They're making up stuff about you. But you're the dumbass that always shows us the evidence of your fucking scams and the evidence of your fucking lies, okay? Now, just to let y'all know, Carrie Ann loves to buy stuff from Amazon, okay? And then return it, right? Though she won't return it, but she'll like argue about whatever the thing is, and they'll return money to her. She does this all the time. She literally is known to do this. There are people that know her in real life that know that she's been doing this type of shit for years, okay? And they talk about this like we've been talking about this behind the scenes with each other, because this is stuff Carrie actually does, okay? She's been scamming, she's been a scammer, but that's not the problem. She actually proved that she did that today. Okay, and I'm going to show y'all the receipts of that. So bear with me just a second. I just lost that stream. So give me just a second, because I'm going to pull up my receipts of the clips that Carrie Ann was talking about. Okay, because this is wild, y'all. This is wild. Okay, so y'all know about the whole thing about her being a scammer and how she likes to get stuff from Amazon and then return it, right? And well, she won't return it, but she'll get the money for it, and she'll still have like the object or whatever, right? She'll still have whatever it is, but she returns. She'll get the money back because she claims that it was something wrong with it and knows all this stuff. She does this shit all the time with multiple things. Okay, so that was one part of that. But the biggest part was this receipt here. And we're going to play these receipts. Okay, let me get myself out the way. And I want y'all to hear what I heard. Now, we're going to play this in its full capacity. Fair use, Photon. Okay, and again, you've been redeemed yourself with this video.
Uh-huh.
Is that true?
Y'all put a one in the chat
Yes.
if y'all can hear it.
How long were you there? And did you get honorably
2 years.
discharged or
Yes.
dishonorably? Why
Honorably.
did they kick you out? Why did they kick you out?
Why would they kick me out?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I wasn't kicked out.
Can y'all hear?
What about that
Okay,
clothing
good. Okay.
drive story that JJ exposed? What say you? Do you want to
I-
just admit that you
Why
were
we had the
capping
same
and you
conversation
stole
over
you stole you stole that old lady's story? Well, I'm not call her because she's deceased. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I didn't
You-
steal it. I never said I invented.
Were you
the
familiar with
clothing.
her? Did you know about her before you ran with that story?
Give it a second, y'all. It catches up.
Yes, we've already had this
When
conversation.
you didn't know about her, how come you never brought her name? Everybody interviewed that woman.
Right. And I told you why I was still doing it. I told you why.
Oh, come
you
on. You
remember?
talk about you didn't want to dox yourself. Weren't you the same woman that came in the sector with your first and last name? And it wasn't just Dr. Oh, you had it all. And you said you worked for Tucker High too. You was just all doxing yourself.
If you say so. I don't think it was known who I was at the time. And it was like mostly girls' clothes and stuff in there. And the boy was like short and fat. There weren't clothes for him. That's why I did it. I told you.
Now, I want y'all to remember she said right here that this boy was short and fat. Okay? Remember she said that. All right? Just right here. And this was just maybe 2 or 3 days ago, maybe 2 days ago, that she had this conversation with Photon, and P's about to hit the panel. Okay? She said this boy is short and fat. Let's keep going.
And I don't need a few $100s to be stealing. I'm not that broke.
Hey, YouTube Unfolded.
You're not that broke. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But you broke, but you're not that broke. All
I mean,
right.
I'm not rich, but I don't need to steal a few $100s. I ain't never been that broke.
It's not about just being broke. It's about sometimes just getting over on people.
I'm
Just
gonna
take
be
advantage.
like I'm not a fucking taker. I'm a giver.
So then why, when that came out, the expose, you ran for the hills? You started copping pleas and crying and talking about what you meant to say.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
When
You mean when
it
I
got
refunded everybody's
exposed,
money and still bought the kid $500 worth of clothes?
you disappeared. You disappeared. And that wouldn't have been your first or last time, but you disappeared when it
Maybe
got
because
exposed.
my feelings were hurt for what you did.
No, it was deeper than me.
Now, Photon, I want y'all to hear the manipulation that this bitch tried with this man to try to turn this whole charity scam into a thing that Photon is responsible for. I mean, this is how much this bitch just cannot take responsibility for her own shit. Okay? Like, to the point that she scammed the sector and she's blaming Photon, just like she took multiple HIV tests because of Photon, right? Yeah, like everything happens because of somebody else with this girl. I want y'all to hear the manipulation from this bitch to Photon about this fucking scam.
Why? What
There
was
were
the
other people because there were other people.
What
I
other
was just
people?
reviewing. Okay, I think that's Blue on the phone. You may have to go. Um, but there was other people. I wasn't the one. I was just
Stop bringing
reviewing
him up to
what was
me.
already exposed. Okay, I hear you. My bad. But I was only reviewing what was exposed by others.
No, you were the one who came on the internet and said that you had the money in your pocket and I had to give everybody's money back. And it was you ruined something that was really beautiful. The whole sector was happy to do something nice together and you ruined it. And it hurt my feelings. And I gave the money back. I never needed the money. I could have bought them the clothes myself anyway, but it was something really nice that happened. And you, being the terrible person that you are, grinched it all out and destroyed something nice. And the way that like you've never felt any guilt or shame for any of the terrible things you did is it's wild to me. What a horrible person you are.
This man is so horrible and so terrible, but you keep returning every single time he goes live, right? Every time. You be breaking your neck to get up on that panel. I love to watch this shit. You arguing with anti and you thinking you getting over on anti and all this crazy. This shit is hilarious, right? But that's all you do. He's so horrible and so terrible, and he should feel so bad for what he did to you. Is that really so, Carrie? Let's keep going. Let's keep listening to your manipulation, Carrie Ann.
Mm. Again, what did I say about that scenario?
You said that you told D Darrell that the money was in your pocket, as if I had done the whole thing to steal money and give it to you. It was horrible.
Again, it's all in
You
context.
don't
I'm
even
not about to go in
remember.
circles. I'm not about to go in circles. No, no. I just wanted to be clear. What were you talking about? No, I ain't about to go in circles with that story. Not
There's nothing to
again.
go in circles about. Just the fact that you never even felt a shred of like guilt or shame behind it is just so wild. It wasn't about you. It was about
It's the fact that you think you can manipulate this man into feeling bad about something you started, something you created. Again, lack of self awareness as you always have. Let's keep going.
D Darrell. Like, yeah, you lied about a charity drive, and to this day, you
No,
feel.
you lied about a charity drive. What are you talking about? I lied about a
How
Exactly.
charity
did I
drive.
lie about a charity drive?
You
I didn't
lied
start
about
a
it,
charity
Carrie.
drive.
Right, you
You
lied
you
about
did.
stealing the money.
What are you talking
I,
about?
how did I lie about a charity drive?
I lied about stealing the money.
Are you? Did you
That
hit your
doesn't even
man?
make sense. Is what I'm saying. That doesn't make sense, Carrie.
All right, all right.
All right, so we're gonna wrap things up here, but it doesn't make sense, Carrie.
It
It
doesn't make
doesn't.
sense. I'm the one that lied about it. So when I collected the money and bought the kid clothes, and you went on the internet and said that I gave the money to you, and I had to refund everybody's money and give the
Why
money out
would
of.
you collect money? Why would you? Why would you collect clothes?
We've already
When
had
there
this
was a
conversation.
closet, when there was a closet, I get it.
I
I get it. But
literally
obviously,
just
I forgot.
told you that there weren't clothes for a short, fat boy. Like, do
That's
you not
that's
hear?
not
Does your
true.
brain not?
The
Again. So she says again, there were not clothes for a short, fat boy, right? Let's keep going.
man, the woman was on Montel. She went national.
What do you mean it's not true?
It's
I
not
showed the
true.
clothes I
I
bought.
seen the closet. She went national. There were sizes for all types of children.
So
Stop
what are
with
you
that.
suggesting? It's not, wait, hold on.
And even if
So
there wasn't no size available, you mean to tell me you had to go and do a GoFundMe on these YouTube streets when you allegedly are a six-figure woman?
I don't
We
understand why
almost
we
there to
keep having
pee.
the same conversation and you keep
Okay, here he
acting like
comes.
you don't know what happened. Again, I did not need the money, which is why
I want y'all to watch what P say from here, and also I want y'all to hear how emotional Carrie starts getting, right? Because at first, when she thought she was in control, she was all calm and sweet. But then when she realized she wasn't able to manipulate him, she got emotional. Let's keep going. Let's keep listening to this.
I was able to give it all back and still buy the clothes. I thought it was a nice thing to do because that sector was being so negative. And how does that change the fact that you came on the internet and lied about me giving you that money? Like, how do you not feel
You
any
did. You did give him that money. That's the crazy part. You actually did give him money. We know you gave him $500, right? This was around this time, and you're going to show receipts a little bit in a moment. You're going to actually show receipts with the dates on it of when that actually happened. So it was around that time. I don't know the exact date when you gave him that 500, but it was around that time. Okay? And so you did give him money. We don't know whether you gave him money that the sector gave him or whatever that the sector gave you, but we know you gave him money and we know it was all around the same time. We also know you did give people money back. We know that according to you. I don't know. I didn't give you any money for this, so I don't know. But according to you, you're saying you gave all the people their money back, right? So I don't really see what the big deal is. But since you want to show everybody, some receipts of your own, then we're going to go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and keep going. Let's listen to what P had to say.
guilt or shame about that?
It wasn't.
How do you turn it into
Exactly.
me lying? I bought that child.
Sexy toy lady, I know for a fact she said he was big and tall. And she showed receipts of it this morning. Well, I saw the receipts this morning that the kid obviously was big and tall. And we're going to prove it. Okay? According to what her paperwork says, okay? According to what her own receipts say, right? So now we know she's lying because she just said short and fat to us here multiple times, right? She said that again on her own video while showing receipts of a big and tall, of big and tall clothing. So let's go ahead and keep going. Let's go ahead and show this bitch how much of a fucking liar she is.
Clothes out of my own pocket. Why would I do that if there were already clothes in the
First of
charity
all,
for him?
we don't even know if there was a child.
Okay.
We
So,
can't assume
but I
anything you're
showed the
saying.
receipts on
And
D
she
the
said
Rails,
he
the
was
clothes
big
I
and
bought. I can
tall.
pull up the receipts right now. So are you suggesting that I just
So,
went out and bought clothes for a short, fat boy?
so about that, when you told the story, you didn't say dude was short and fat. You made a point of saying that he was like a big and tall type dude. He was exceptionally tall and big for his age.
That's not
You know what
true.
I'm saying? Oh,
Let him
oh,
Yes,
finish.
she
oh,
did.
it's not. It's
No,
not.
no. I
So
can show
you
you the
did.
clothes right now.
So. No, I'm not talking about the clothes. I'm talking about what you said. You
Well, I
said
can
dude
show
was
you that
like.
he was short because the clothes are short.
That's
It's
not
not.
what you said. That's not what you said. You
Do you
said that
have
he
a
was.
receipt? No.
Okay, so that was the first receipt I wanted to show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the next. Hold on, let me make sure I'm on the screen now. So I'm gonna show y'all the next receipt. Let me pull that up because the next receipt is from Carrie herself. Okay, and what she says is that um she actually pulls up the receipts right on her video of what she claims she purchased from for this kid. Okay. Now I want to share with that with y'all because, and then we're going to go over the numbers on this information that she shared because again, Carrie's always mad when people show her own receipts, right? Like her my chart, she showed her my chart. She had a whole HIV baseline panel on there. She had multiple HIV, chlamydia, gonorrhea tests for years. She's just getting these tests over and over again every few months, okay? But we're lying about her my charts, right? We're lying about her having HIV. We're lying about all these things, but yet she's not showing any proof that we're lying. She's not showing any evidence of any doctor's notes or any paperwork from any of that baseline testing and what all that baseline testing meant back in 2015. She hasn't shown any proof that Dr. Singh didn't order that for no reason, right? So, all she has to do is show us that, right? She can show us that she wasn't taking a Bacavir or that she had to take something else or whatever the case may be. She could show us that that HLA B5701 typing test was not for the HIV medication, right? She could show us that. But we looked it up and the scientific evidence of it and what HIV.gov has to say about it and what the VA has to say about it is that you have HIV. I just reset the clock for you again. You have another 2 years to sue me if I'm lying, bitch. Period. It's that simple. Instead of crying about it to Fuckery Unlimited and to fucking what's his name, Brixton, shout out to Brixton, and all these other people and Damu, you can just go ahead and sue a bitch, okay? If you say I'm lying. But again, and you know what? Let me tell you how easy it is, right? If I'm actually lying on you, right? You don't even have to prove that there was damages. You could just take me to court. Period. Okay? And it wouldn't matter. You could put a judgment against me. There would be all kinds of issues I would have to face. It wouldn't matter whether you got paid or not. Do you understand? Go ahead and do what you got to do since you claim I'm lying. Period. Now, let's get back to your paperwork again because you always like to share with us, Carrie, paperwork, right, of yourself and your evidence of the things that you do, right? So let's share again. Hey, Joe, let's share again what you like to say and what you like to show with everybody what you be doing. All right, let's share it. Let's look at these receipts that you showed us. Now, if y'all notice at the top of the screen here, and on the left, towards the left, it has order placed November. Let me make sure this is big enough for y'all to see. Okay. Okay, let me make sure y'all can see
Number
that.
one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon does.
I'm going to play that in a second. But I wanted y'all to see the date, right? That's on here. She got it highlighted for you. Order placed November 15th, 2021. So this was, in fact, around the time when Carrie Ann was giving out money to Photon, okay? So we don't know whether Photon is lying about that or not. All we know is this is around that time, okay? She shows a grand total of $133.34, which she told us she bought this kid $500 worth of clothes, right? Okay, but either way, this is $133.34, okay? Now, let's look at the very first thing that she bought, all right? It says Calvin Klein Mid Modern Fit Dress Pants, black, 40W by 32 long, right? So let's check that out. Let's see how tall a man wearing 40W 32 long would be. All right? And let's share this screen right here. Because I just wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, whether or not this would be a short, fat person. And in fact, this person would be about 5'9" to 6'1" tall and can also accommodate individuals with longer legs up to 6'3". Okay? So that is not, in fact, short at all, Carrie Ann. Now, one of the other things I noticed about this particular receipt, right, was that these were dress pants that she purchased for this quote unquote child, right, for school. Not really sure why she would do that, but okay, it's possible that she could have been, sending this person dress pants for church or for them to go on, job interviews or something along those lines. So we'll give her that, right? Then she bought the kids some extra large underwear, right? Then we've got some Amazon brand Good Threads Men lamb's wool striped crew neck sweater, light extra large, okay? And then the Fruit of the Loom size 10-pack everyday work crew socks for size 6 to 12 or sock size 10 to 13. Shoe size 6 to 12 in men's, okay? Let's go ahead and play her receipt.
Dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. People know this is literally the same day I got the cash apps. And what is these pants? A 40 wide, 32 length, right? He was fat and short. And P just keeps saying I said he was fat and tall. And again, I could picture the kid in my mind. I know I didn't say he was fat and tall. I would never say that. And so I'm saying, P, like, what are you suggesting? It's just one of the receipts. I got all of them lined up here. Well, I got all of mine, pulled them all up, but I could pull up some more if y'all want to see them. Let me go ahead and pull them up because, like, when Photon told that lie, I don't want nobody thinking that, number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. Unlike Photon dusty bitch ass family, my parents didn't raise no fucking thieves, just so we're clear, right? So I wouldn't steal no money anyway. But if I was gonna steal some money, it would be for a D Darrell bag, not a Photon bag. So let's just be clear about that. Right? I would never steal from my community. Like,
Now, let's look at these two shirts that this bitch bought for this kid, right? That she's claiming this is another receipt of $45, right? Same November 13th now, 2021. So this was a week or two before that, okay? 32 length is not short. Exactly. We already looked at that, right? Because here, let's look. The 40W32 length pants fit a 5'9" to 6'1" tall and can also accommodate up to 6'3". So that is for a big and tall man. Period. Okay? Now, let's look at her own fucking receipts again. Let's look at her receipts one more time. Right? Where she's showing, and I'm gonna remove your thing real quick. Where she's showing two big and tall sweaters. One is a Wrangler Authentic men's big, tall sweater, fleece, quarter zip, mood indigo, 3XL. This is for a big and tall man. It says big and tall, Carrie. Then the next one, Carrie, on your receipts, right? While everybody's always lying on Carrie. Everybody's scamming Carrie. Everybody's making everything up on Carrie Ann. The second one says Hanes Men's Echo Smart Sweater, black, 2XL. You stupid bitch. You're just a liar, ho. All you do is lie. It is so ridiculous how much you lie. You lie yourself into corners that you got to tell more lies into. Like, you could have let this shit go. I told you, the sector is a forgiving place. If you just move on from some shit and keep bringing shit up and keep rehashing shit, trying to make people feel sorry for you all the time, shit would be able to die. But it's the fact that you keep bringing shit the fuck up. You wanted Photon to feel so bad about your own scam, about your own lie, about you lying to the sector, right? About this man. Because it's clear you were lying about this kid, right? Because if you weren't lying, Carrie, you would have remembered, the story would have remained the same. It wouldn't have changed 5 years later. Do you understand? Because 5 years later, you're saying this kid was short and fat, right? 5 years ago, you said that boy was big and tall. And I specifically remember you saying that. But again, I didn't want to get into the argument with P and you. I wanted you and P to hash that out. And if I thought P was going to come up with the receipts, but you came up with the receipts, dummy. You came up with the receipts, Carrie, like you always do, right? Always trying to grandstand on somebody else. Always trying to be the person that's, better than somebody else and that you got it like that and you doing, girl, you need to get a fucking life. You need to go get a fucking job. That's what you need to do, right? You actually need to go do something with your life and stop trying to make 20 people believe the fucking lies that you fucking tell. The fucking demons that are in your fucking head telling you that you're actually righteous, bitch. Something is wrong with you actually, for real. Nobody made up a damn thing about you. And like I said, take my ass to court, bitch. You said I'm lying, have me prosecuted for it. Because I'm still saying I believe you got HIV based off of that HIV panel test that you showed us, bitch. That's not my fault. That's yours. That's yours. So again, this is another receipt of you, right? Let's go back. This is another receipt of you showing us
Told that lie. I
big
don't want
and
nobody.
tall clothes of a kid. We're gonna play this receipt one more time while we get ready to go out.
Number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. People know this is literally the same day I got the cash apps. And what is these pants? A 40 wide, 32 length, right? He was fat and short. And P just keeps saying I said he was fat and tall. And again, I could picture the kid in my mind. I know I didn't say he was fat and tall. I would never say that. And so I'm saying, P, like, what are you suggesting? It's just one of the receipts. I got all of them lined up here. Well, I got all of mine, pulled them all up, but I could pull up some more if y'all want to see them. Let me go ahead and pull them up because, like, when Photon told that lie, I don't want nobody thinking that, number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. Unlike Photon dusty bitch ass family, my parents didn't raise no fucking thieves, just so we're clear, right? So I wouldn't steal no money anyway. But if I was gonna steal some money, it would be for a D Darrell bag, not a Photon bag. So let's just be clear about that. Right? I would never steal from my community like Photon and his dusty ass brother.
Turns out that's a lie, Carrie. It turns out the lie detector test determined you're fucking lying again, bitch. And you're caught in your lies with your own motherfucking receipts. I'm telling you. I don't know which one of you or Stargate is worse, right? Where y'all show your own receipts of you being a liar. It's fucking wild. It is wild how much you have tried to scam people. Like with not only with this whole Amazon scam that you tried with this kid when really it looks like you were buying clothes. Shout out to the ladies, right? Shout out to the people in the sector that have come to the same conclusion that I came to, right? Shout out to y'all in the chat. It sounds like you were buying clothes for a man that you was fucking or trying to fuck. You wasn't buying no clothes for no kid. Talking about he's short and fat. How is he short and fat and he's wearing these size clothes? And you're showing us evidence of these clothes yourself. You're showing us the actual proof of these sizes of these clothes where they're saying big and tall. You can't deny that, Carrie. I know you want to manipulate people. I know you like to manipulate, conversations, and you try to make things into what you want it to be, right? You try to over talk people and make it sound the way you want it to sound, and then when they don't go your way, you want to manipulate things even further and keep lying and tell lie on top of lie on top of lie. I know you like to do that, right? You just want us to not believe what we're looking at and just believe your words, right? I know you like that. But no, baby, we fuck around with receipts around here. And so we love to use your own receipts, right? Your own receipts show that you, according to your own records, purchased clothes for a man and that was big and tall, and these clothes actually say big and tall. Again, Wrangler Authentic Men's Big and Tall Sweater Fleece Quarter Zip Mood Indigo. Why are you're not buying no quarter zip for no kid? Girl. Hanes Men Echo Smart Sweatshirt. Black 2XL. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Let's look at this other stuff you bought again. Let's look at these boxer shorts and shit that you had purchased, right? Look at that
Anyway,
again.
unlike Photon Dust.
You bought this man, this big old Calvin Klein modern fit dress pants, black size W 40W times 32L. That was a tall and big man, honey. Then got him some nice fit underwear too, honey. Yeah, them good ones. Them good fit Fruit of the Loom underwear. Uh huh. Uh huh. Got him some socks. I mean, you just hooked this man up like he was coming home from jail or something. Not them clothes was for Blue. Hey, Queen Seven. Hey, Queen Seven. Appreciate you being in the. Yeah, she bought him some drawers, honey. You know them drawers. You know them fitted ones. You know that show your print. She got them. Okay. Okay. I mean, she knew that man's size of his drawers, and you said, "Let me find out." She bought clothes for a man. That's my thought too, right? Like, girl, was you about to take your shahada and you got this man coming out of jail? Like, okay. I mean, she wanted to hook him up. She got him that. She got him that quarter neck. That George. She got him the pants that he could go to church with her ass in. Cause Carrie ain't really no atheist, y'all. Okay, this is since 2021, 2020 or so. Shout out to people in the clouds, yo. She ain't no motherfucking atheist. You better stop it, Carrie. You know you believe in God. You always believed in God, okay? Stop it. Just please stop it. You said, let me find out she bought clothes for a nigga coming out of jail. She definitely had to. Like, there's no way. You said, why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I can't with this shit. Listen, Carrie, it is so bad when you lie so badly, right? And then you show your own fucking receipts of you lying. Like, that is just, I mean, that is just the worst thing you could ever do. Like, you said you would remember how tall the kid was, being that she is 5'9". No, now I think she's taller than that, but if she would definitely know that this person is taller than her. So there's no way that she would think that this kid is short and fat right now. You know what I mean? No, no, Carrie. You just lie and you don't keep up with your lies, okay? And so now we know that, yeah, you were trying to give Photon money. You were trying to buy a nigga some motherfucking clothes, obviously, okay? How did that work out? I mean, maybe he found out you got HIV and he fucking skated. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you gave him HIV allegedly. I don't know, right? But we know that clearly you didn't buy these clothes for no short kid at Tucker High School. Okay? You did not do that, ma'am. We know that, ma'am. Okay? According to your own receipts. See? You see yourself right there in that corner? You see, let me play you talking. So you can't say it ain't you.
The ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. Unlike Photon dusty bitch ass family, my parents didn't raise no fucking thieves. Just so we're clear, right?
Your parents didn't raise you, number one. But whoever raised you definitely raised a thief. But let's go ahead and keep going.
Right. So I wouldn't steal no money anyway. But if I was gonna steal some money, it would be for a D Durrell bag, not a Photon bag. So let's just be clear about that.
Yes, let's be clear. You purchased these clothes for a tall and big man. Even D. Durrell ain't couldn't even wear these clothes, honey. While you talk about D. Durrell, even D. Durrell couldn't even wear these sizes. Okay, you bought these clothes for a big and tall man. That's who you bought this shit for, and you wanted the sector to pay for it. That's what happened. And then when Photon exposed that you were giving money to him, is when you gave the people, or at least one person, their money back. We know of at least one that you gave their money back because you got exposed, bitch. And I guarantee, because this is what you do. I guarantee you fucking complained to Amazon and they returned your money to you, at least for some of this shit. I guarantee it. Because you do that shit all the time, girl. All the time. So you can't say that wasn't you, ma'am. You can't say that T Pre made that shit up. You can't say I made that shit up. She used the sector to buy some clothes for a grown ass man who obviously was coming out of jail or some crazy shit, right? Used the sector and tried to act like it was some kids. And shout out to you, um, um, YouTube Unfolded. You said, considering what we've heard and read about her behavior in the classroom, I don't believe she cared that much about any of the students. I don't either. This bitch done had at least two. We know of at least two. We don't know about the ones that happened in Chicago. We do know that in Chicago there were incidents with students, but we don't know if there was a child support or child protective services case that was open. But we do know that they were opened up here in Georgia. Okay, so they definitely did an investigation against her at least twice for at least two students at in Georgia. Okay, so there's no way Carrie suddenly cared about some student unless she was she had some ulterior motives with that student. I can't say she did or didn't. I don't know. That's something I don't know. That's just speculation. But it's crazy that she's going out of her way to tell everybody that it was for some male student who was doing bad and was out and down and out, and he needed money and he needed this and he needed that, and can y'all help me buy him some clothes? And then 5 years later, you don't even remember that that kid was taller than you, and you keep saying you're five. I think you're like 5'10", 5'11". But if maybe 5'9", but I know you're tall. And so there's no way you would have thought that this kid was short and fat. There's no way you would have thought that. So, yes, that's why we think you're a liar, because you like to show receipts all the time. And it turns out that your receipts prove that you're a liar. I mean, like, period. Your receipts prove that you are constantly, in some drama and constantly on some bullshit and constantly trying to manipulate and constantly trying to, get people to think one thing when the receipts and the evidence show the complete opposite. Okay? That's unfortunate for you, honey. But again, when you stop worrying about what the sector thinks and stop worrying about what we all believe and what we think and all this other stuff and our opinions about things, and you just move on with your life and go get a fucking job like the rest of us and go do something with your life like everybody else. Like even Anti out here doing what the fuck she got to do for herself while you arguing back and forth with her over Photon, a man who don't even want you. Period. He has made it clear he don't want you. And you still keep crying and going over there and crying about him not bowing down to loving you. You're a fucking weird bitch. That's why. And you're a thief. And you got HIV, bitch. That's crazy. Anywho, we're about to be out of here and enjoy the rest of our Sunday. I appreciate all of y'all for being in the building. Let me get down here to the rest of y'all comments. Yeah, you said I'm 6'2" and I wear 38, 34. I'm just saying. So that's a huge man. This would be a huge guy, right? This person at wearing these size clothes that she's showing us from her own receipts, with her name on it, right? With her Visa card ending in with, from her Amazon account, Where she said that she downloaded this just on the 5th, which was 2 days ago, okay? And she got it from Amazon and with the order number and the amounts. This is Carrie Ann. Y'all see Carrie in the bottom. Y'all hear her talking, right? Nobody's making this up. You said both of my sons can fit those pants. One is 5'11" and one is 6'2". Okay, I know my sons could fit them pants. You said I know. I heard what I heard. P, we heard that shit too. I heard that shit too. You said she bought that shit for a man, not a child. Exactly. Okay. So I think we got into these comments. She never used the word fat. She always said big and tall. She always said big and tall. She never said he was short and fat, stocky. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. You said this is why nobody wants to have any interactions with her. Exactly. Because she just lies. And then when you try to point out her lies, you can't because she wants to scream and turn it to something else. That's what she did with you, P, the other night. And it's crazy because she tried to like twist it back on you and make you the liar and make it like she's just so innocent. And so, she don't remember. I bet you that's what she's going to try to say now. I really didn't remember. And I take medicine, and so I have a bad memory, and so I be forgetting. No, bitch, you are a fucking liar. That's what you are. You are a pathological fucking liar. You will lie to any capacity, no matter what, to get your fucking way, even about your own HIV status. You'll lie about that just to get a nigga to fuck you. You'll fuck a married fucking man. Huh? Trying to be out here flirting with married niggas, knowing you got that shit. Trying to act like we lying on you. No, you're a liar, Carrie. You are a pathological liar. It's sick and it's sad, and you need fucking help. And so, yeah, your own receipts show that you lied to the sector about that money. You said she never thinks who is the big round man she bought clothes for. Right. Exactly. Never thinks clearly. She just does stuff and don't even think about how she's doing it or why. She never used that word. Exactly. Exactly. You said why the fuck you lying, right? Okay, so I think I spoke to you and child, that's the way it looked. You said how you buying a high school student all of that versus jeans and sweats. Parents should have showed up. Right. The parents, I know I would have showed up if a fucking teacher bought my kids some tight ass fucking underwears and all this. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? Like that's something my son could buy or he picks out, right? I'll go to the store, he can pick that shit out. I'm not buying like why would you do that for a child, right? Like in 11th grade, I believe she was an 11th grade teacher. Why would you do that for an 11th grader? That doesn't even make sense. It sounds like you trying to get with my son. If you buying these types of things, you buying him quarter zip mood indigo. It's like what? And you're buying him like dressy pants and you know what I mean and stuff like this. But you don't even remember that this person was taller than you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're a fucking liar, ho. Hey, we unlock. I appreciate you, bro, for being in the building. Child, I'm just saying. You said perhaps Blue needed some help. You said she out here looking like a whole fool, just lying for nothing. And you thought I wasn't going, man, I'm telling you, I wasn't. I was going to enjoy my day. But when I saw the video on Bombay, on your video. And then as I'm fast forwarding through it, because I didn't want to hear you talking your stupid shit about me and how you thought somehow that Bombay song was about you, right? So, whatever, girl. It wasn't about you, okay? But anyway, this was going to be made about you because you decided to pull up these receipts and try to one up on fucking P. And come to find out, P was right. And I knew he was right that whole time. Because I remember you telling me that kid was big and tall. And we got somebody else in the chat, Sexy Toy Lady, who donated to you that you said that kid was big and tall. Now, 5 years later, 4.5 years later, suddenly this kid is short and fat. And you had to go buy him the clothes. And you're going to show us the receipts. And your receipts show that you bought some grown ass man, allegedly, some big and tall motherfucking clothes. That's what the fuck you did, bitch. Uh huh. That's what happened. That's what happened. You said that do sound like a coming home pack. Okay, I'm just saying. He just missing the Jordans. That's all. You said she should have took him to Ross or Burlington, child. Okay, you know it, T. You said, LOL, not the Shahada. She took the Shahada. She had to take a Shahada because he was coming home. Okay. You know I know some hood bitches. You said, hey, beautiful Monday. You know it. You know I'm crazy. You know it. You said Blue took that shit and dipped, honey. You said Joe Bras must have gotten my brother 20 of those packs. Okay. I'm telling you, I know a chick that did this shit, and she did. She took her shahada. Okay, she took her shahada. They not together no more. She ain't. She ain't shahada no more. But yeah, hey. You said I had a relative coming home from prison. I brought him one of those coming home packs. Okay. You said photon short and dusty, but she wanted tall. She wanted all that. Okay. All that. He's so dusty. He's such a scammer and all this shit. But she was sending him money that y'all sent her allegedly. I'm just saying. That's what happened. Shit, it's crazy. You said Joe, he was just in jail a lot. Okay. You said she gave me back the sock money. I told her to buy some socks. She gave me the money back. Child. You said, you gotta be kidding me. I just tuned. Yes, child. Yeah, she lying. You said, you gotta be kidding me. You telling me she raised money to buy clothes for a man. This has to be for a grown ass man. Like, who else is. No kid is wearing no mood indigo fleece quarter zip big and tall sweaters. What? Ain't no kids in Georgia wearing that shit, okay? You said Hanes men's Echo Smart sweatshirt black? No. Why would you buy this for a kid and he needed school clothes, right? Why would you buy these as school clothes for a child? This don't even make no sense. Let's go back a little bit, Divine. We gotta look at the underwear. We gotta look at this kid's underwear because she done bought this kid some
not a
underwear
photon
too.
bag. So let's just be clear on child support and everything. Unlike photon.
Look, she bought this kid some underwears, the tight Fruit of the Looms, men's Cool Zone. She got the Cool Zone briefs, okay? The assorted colors, okay? Extra, extra large, honey, okay? But the giveaway was the Calvin Klein men's modern fit dress pants, black, 40 wide, 40W by 32L for at least 5'11" to 6'1" to 6'3" man. And she claimed this man this kid that she bought these clothes for was short and fat. Mm-mm-mm. Lying ass bitch. Lying ass bitch. Lying ass hoe. Just a damn shame. This is a damn shame, Carrie. Mm-mm-mm. You said, hey, you two. You said Carrie dated men. Carrie date men she have to buy clothes for. He rewarded her with a little ding-o-ling. Oh, it must have been a big old ding-a-ling because she had to buy the extra, extra large. That don't mean that the thing was big. He's just a big man. You said, I'm late. I have to watch the replay because this is a lot, child. This is a lot, okay? I ain't never heard of no teacher buying no kid these types of draws. Okay? I mean, you said so she on here lying and I'm over here recovering. Okay. We are not the same, honey. You said so she teeth the parents and kids money. She took the kids money but bought clothes for a grown ass man, child. Had to have. Had to have. You said that's what she did and with me and then yelled at let me see your transcript for it. tell her off, okay? You said she used the money she got from the sector to go on a cruise and spent it on a panel snoring, okay? You said, wait a minute, she stole the parents and school kids' money for this? Child, yes. And a couch and allegedly to give Photon some money too. So yeah. You said she was her story that it was hard to find clothes for him because of his size, like the clothes closet didn't have his sizes. That's what she was saying initially after. Well, what she said was that she never mentioned the clothes closet at first at all. She just was talking about the kid and how the kid needed clothes, right? And that it was a big and tall kid and that it was hard to, find clothes for him or something. And so she just wanted people to help her with that. Then after the story came out that there was an entire clothing drive already in place at that school from a famous lady who started this clothing drive at that school, that's when she started saying that the clothing drive didn't have his sizes. And that's why she asked the sector for the assistance. And then she tried to manipulate it and say that Photon lied to the sector and said that he had received money from her around that time and that was a lie, and so she sent everybody their money back because he had lied and claimed that he had gave her, that she had gave him all this money, right? I don't know whether that's true or not. All I know is that some people are saying she did give her money back, right? All I'm knowing is that we do know for a fact that Carrie Ann did in fact give Photon money. Okay, so that's all we know. We also know that she did say that this was a big and tall kid, right? Not that he was a short and fat kid. And now 5 years later, she's saying he was a short and fat kid. And now this story is completely out here again, right? And it's up for scrutiny again because she keeps talking about it, right? Trying to prove herself. You said if she didn't have special shoes, she'd probably be flirting with them male students. Oh, and child, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You said, wait a minute, Steffi, wasn't the whole excuse that the student was big and a big and tall person? That's what she kept saying. She was saying it was hard. He was a big and tall kid, and it was hard to like find clothes for him or something along those lines. Sorry, y'all, I'm drinking my water. Something along those lines, right? And that, it was hard to find clothes for him. And so she was asking people for help on this shit. You said, I'm still on that Ebu case. You said, hey, P. You said, I remember that as well. I'm just saying, I remember that shit like it was yesterday. And when P was talking about this on the panel, I wanted to bring it. I wanted to come up there and say something, but I didn't want to jump in it without any receipts, right? But here go the receipts. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. You said, yep, I got a recon team working the case. You said, Ray, if you guess, I'll let you know if you're right. She's one of them grown women that sleep on a full size bed with no sheets. Child. She just kept talking. Like, girl, you talk yourself right into your own fucking like trick bag. It's fucking ridiculous. You do it all the time. You literally do it all the time. You said that's definitely not a high school student. Nobody's buying this shit for no high school student. That shit looks crazy, Triggs. For a woman, a female teacher, to be purchasing this, right? For a student, for a male student in the 11th grade. This is very inappropriate. Extremely inappropriate. I could see her like donating the money to the mother. Here, mom, get him some underwear or something. But I would never do anything like this. I don't know. I'm not a teacher, but I wouldn't do anything like this. And I'm pretty sure any no teachers would either. You said she would have had to ask the child what size underwear he wears. Exactly. Exactly. How would you know what size underwear he's wearing unless you're physically asking him this? Which is inappropriate, honey. Completely inappropriate. So there's no way that you did this for a child without there being some alert at the school on this. Okay? No, there's no way. I can't see this happening. You said, Miss T. Hey, Lorna, I appreciate you being in the building. Child, this is so wild. This is so wild. You said she claimed she was buying the kid work clothes, underwear, and socks, and I mean, this good threads men's lamb's wool striped crew neck sweater, light gray. Mm-mm. I don't think so. What kind of job would he have, right? Like in the 11th grade, what kind of job would he have? You said who buys a child underwear that's not their own child? Listen. When I take my son, when I used to take my sons to the store, my oldest sons to the store to get their clothes, they would pick out their own underwear. I wasn't, until when they were little kids. Of course, I bought, underwear for them. But when they were older, they picked out their own underwear. I'm not look. I don't even know what their underwear look like. What the fuck? And now my son, he's going into 12th grade. I don't know what his underwear look like. Like I know some of them, right? But I don't know what. Like I'm not just studying his underwear where I'm buying underwear for my. He buys his own fucking underwear. Like what the fuck? Jesus Christ, this is wild, Carrie. You just lie so fucking much. There's no way. I hope to God you did not buy this for anybody's child. Like, no, I hope not. Or this should be another like report against you if you did. You said I bet those purchases coincide with STD tests. We should look. We should look. We should go fucking look at the dates on this shit. I'm gonna do my research on this. I'm gonna do some research on this shit. I bet you these dates coincide with some STD tests. Okay, I bet you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Listen, I got to go. Y'all is tripping. Okay, we got to go. We got to go. I can't. I can't. You said the guy old drawers was hanging by a thread, honey. It had to be. It must have been them jail drawers he was hanging by a thread. Okay, child. You said or bought that giant bag of weed, right? Like, okay. You said, well, she was heavily tested during that time frame, and she was getting multiple STD tests during that time frame, honey. Multiple. And by then she had already been diagnosed with HIV according to that HIV panel testing that Dr. Singh gave her back in October of 2020 of 2015, right? So I mean, you said BB she probably bought 20 bags with seeds in it. You said she don't be smoking no good ass weed and don't. Obviously. Shit, the way she be doing shit. You said, did she say she raised 500 or was that one of her other scam stories? I'm mixed up. She said that she spent 500 on this kid. That's what she says. Now she did have some other receipts. I don't know, but this one came to like $133, and then she showed another one for like $45. But Carrie likes to buy stuff from Amazon and then complain about whatever it is, and then get it sent back. And she'll do it in like different lockers and like she got multiple different accounts. It's like it's weird. She got some weird shit going on with some scams with Amazon. But she's constantly scamming Amazon. So yeah, she's been doing that shit for years. And there's people that know her in real life that know for a fact she does that. And she told me about it too. You said that's how I know about it. You said that's why I got the bag was so big, Joe. It probably was literally grass, right? You said she bought a couch and gave Photon $500. Now that same couch smell like fish with a big, huge dent in the middle of it. Okay, child. You said sort of predatory, very predatory, honey. Very predatory if you're purchasing that for a student. I mean, I know the AFWs would love to show that to Tucker High. You said usually if a place is going to give out underwear for students, they will be boxer underwear for boys, right? Or something like. Why would you get this? This is. Mm-mm. You said I stopped buying my son's drawers when he turned 13 or 14. I think yeah, somewhere around 12 or something. Like why would I? I'm not doing that. I mean, I would take you to the store. He's like, I will pay for that shit, but you gonna pick out your own motherfucking underwear. Like, that's what the fuck gonna happen, okay? You said that's coming home from jail package for sure. Okay? I'm just saying. You said what kind of underwear he prefers, okay? You said a job that was definitely for a jailbird, exactly, okay? You said underwear, it really sounds sort of predatory. Very predatory if she did that for a student. You said Carrie buys underwear for students? Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no motherfucking way. You said not the extra, extra large draws, honey. The extra, extra large draws. For the big and tall man, okay? You said I need to see them collect call cell phone records, okay? You said why is she always lying all the time? It don't girl, why? And then want to blame everybody else for her being a liar. You said this is a call from correctional facility. Press one if you're Carrie Wilson. Blue was blue until he came home. Okay, must have been in jail. You said this is all too motherfucking much, child. You said JPay Carrie, what they call not JPay Carrie's what they call her, Carrie. Damn, girl, you keep coming up with these new names for you. You said that brother was sleeping with a bunch of men, literally. Okay, he went to bed day and night with niggas. Okay, so she had to get him that good shit. You know the quarter zips and shit. Like, child, mm. No, you didn't, honey. No, you didn't. I can see you buying like a couple of things or getting a donation, but girl, no, ain't no way you knew that kid's underwear size. Ain't no way. You said, "Oh, Joe, okay, let me go get my Bible." Out. You said, "I never heard of any school buying underwear or undershirts for students. Never." You said, "Plus, did she admit Blue hit her in the shooter?" Just saying, child. Didn't she admit that? You said Triggs. You said Joe go to time out. Okay. You said is Lil Donnie 4W32 inseam? Just a question. Okay. Hey, unadulterated. I appreciate you being in the building. You said good morning, peace to the chat. She said the kid was short, but 32 length is for somebody 5'10" to 6'1", depending of the cup. Exactly, unadulterated truth. We have come to the conclusion that this bitch is motherfucking lying. Like, period. She did not buy this for a short and fat kid. She bought this for a big and tall kid or a big and tall man. That's what it is. And it had to be a man because I'm saying she don't even remember 5 years later the story that she told the sector and what she bought and returned and got her motherfucking money back. Yeah, girl, you don't even remember. So you pulled up the receipts and then you're like, oh, they not even going to realize I can just manipulate them because that's all you do is manipulate. All you do is lie. All you do is make up shit. Oh, let me manipulate them. I'm just going to show them. Yeah, forget that you're seeing 40W32L. Don't even worry about this. This is for a short kid because I said it is. And believe me because I said it. That's what you're saying, Carrie. You're saying the sector's stupid. We don't know any better. We don't have sons that are taller than us, right? We don't have sons we've had to purchase these sizes for when they were in high school, right? Okay, you don't know that we're not slow like you, right? Oh, Jesus Christ, girl. Jesus Christ. You said I could roast all day, child. She thinks she's the biggest roaster though. He said, Bernice, my name is Bennett, child. You said the back door. Oh shit. Y'all got some bad girls. Y'all got some bad girls around here. You said I'm 5'11" and I'm 32 length. Child. I'm just saying. You said I am missing something. You cannot return underwear, and she don't return underwear, but she does. She doesn't return things, but she'll say stuff like some things she'll return, but some things she'll keep. But she'll say something like it was defective, or the package was torn or something like that. And Amazon will give you your money back, or they'll send you a new one, or some crazy shit like that. They do that all the time. Um, and she does that all the time. She does it from like different like accounts, and like she'll wait periods of time, and then she'll go on a cycle of doing it. She told me how she does it. She'll go on a cycle, so she'll do it for like a month, right? She'll buy up a whole bunch of shit. That's what she did when she went on her cruise, for instance. She went on her cruise. She had bought up all this expensive stuff and then returned that shit when she got back from the cruise. She claimed that it was all this problems with it and all this stuff, and she got her money back. She got most of her money back for that stuff. She does it all the time, and she's been doing that shit since like she was in college. The people that know her in college know that shit because she's been doing it for years. And that was one of the stories that I knew and they knew and they told me, and that's how I knew they knew her as well. And we were able to compare like notes on that. So yeah, Carrie be doing the most with that type of shit. Yeah, it's fucking wild. It's fucking wild. You said Carrie hitting jailbirds. That explains the testing. Child. Hey, Hoodie. I appreciate you being in the building. No way. She is trifling. Y'all got to go back and check out the rest of this because I'm actually about to get off of here. I do appreciate y'all being in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Child. Get your life together, Carrie, because this shit is sad, child. It is clear that you're lying, though. Okay, it's clear that you made this story up. It's clear that nobody tried to force you to lie about any of this stuff, but you made this story up, and that's your fault. But we're gonna play those two receipts one more time. Well, we're gonna play. Yeah, let's play the other receipt too. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, y'all. We're gonna play that one receipt one more time, and then we're gonna play um, Carrie Carrie's receipt, and then we're out of here. We're gonna enjoy the rest of our Sunday. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead.
Story that JJ exposed. Um, what say you? Do you want to
I,
just admit that you
why
were
we have to have the
capping
same
and
conversation over?
you stole that old lady's story? Well, I'm not call her because she's deceased. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I didn't
You,
steal it. I never said I
were
intended
you
to
familiar
steal
with
it.
her? Did you know about her before you ran with that story?
Yes, we've already had this
You been knew about
conversation.
her. How come you never brought her name? Everybody interviewed that woman.
Right. And I told you why I was still doing it. I told you why.
Oh,
Do
come
you
on. You
remember?
talking about you didn't want to dox yourself. Weren't you the same woman that came in the sector with your first and last name? And it wasn't just Dr. Oh, you had it all. And you said you worked for Tucker High too. You was just all doxing yourself.
If you say so. I don't think it was known who I was at the time. And um it was like mostly girls' clothes and stuff in there. And the boy was like short and fat. There weren't clothes for him. That's why I did it. I told you. And I don't need a few $100s to be stealing. I'm not that broke.
You're not that broke. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But you broke, but you're not that broke. All
I mean,
right.
I'm not rich, but I don't need to steal a few $100s. I ain't never been that broke.
It's not about just being broke. It's about sometimes just getting over on people.
I don't
To
want to
take
be
advantage.
like I'm not a fucking taker. I'm a giver.
So then why, when that came out, the expose, you ran for the hills. You started copping pleas and crying and talking about what you meant to say.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. You
When
mean when I
it got
refunded everybody's
exposed,
money and still bought the kid $500 worth of
you
clothes?
disappeared. You disappeared, and that wouldn't have been your first or last time, but you disappeared when it got
Maybe because my
exposed.
feelings were hurt for what you did.
No, it was deeper than me.
Why? What
There
was
were
the
other
deep?
people because there were other people.
What
I
other
was just
people?
reviewing. Okay, I think that's Blue on the phone. You may have to go. Um, but there was other people. I wasn't the one. I was just
Stop
reviewing
bringing him up to
what was
me.
already exposed. Okay, I hear you. My bad. But I was only reviewing what was exposed by others.
No, you were the one who came on the internet and said that you had the money in your pocket and I had to give everybody's money back. And it was you ruined something that was really beautiful. The whole sector was happy to do something nice together and you ruined it. And it hurt my feelings. And I gave the money back. I never needed the money. I could have bought them the clothes myself anyway, but it was something really nice that happened. And you, being the terrible person that you are, grinched it all out and destroyed something nice. And the way that like you've never felt any guilt or shame for any of the terrible things you did is it's wild to me. What a horrible person you are.
Mm. Again, what did I say about that scenario?
You said that you told D Darrell that the money was in your pocket, as if I had done the whole thing to steal money and give it to you. It was horrible.
Again, it's all in
You
context.
don't
I'm
even
not about to go in
remember.
circles.
Tell
I'm
me
not about to go in circles. No, I just wanted to be clear. What were you talking about? No, I ain't about to go in circles with that story. Not
there's nothing to
again.
go in circles about. Just the fact that you never even felt a shred of like guilt or shame behind it is just so wild. It wasn't about you. It was about D Darrell. Like, yeah, you lied about a charity drive, and to this day, you
No,
feel.
you lied about a charity drive. What are you talking about? I lied about a
How
charity
did I
drive.
lie about a charity drive?
I didn't
Well,
start a charity drive.
right,
You
you lied
you
about
did.
stealing the money.
What are you
I
talking
didn't.
about?
How did I lie about a charity drive?
I lied about stealing the money.
Are you? Did you
That
hit your
doesn't
head?
even make sense, is what I'm saying. That doesn't make sense, Carrie.
All right, all right.
All right, so we're gonna wrap things up here, but it doesn't make sense, Carrie.
It doesn't
It
make
doesn't.
sense. I'm the one that lied about it. So when I collected the money and bought the kid clothes, and you went on the internet and said that I gave the money to you, and I had to refund everybody's money and give the
Why
money out
would
of.
you collect money? Why would you collect clothes?
We've already
When
had
there
this
was a
conversation.
closet, I get it.
I
I get it. But
literally
obviously
just
I forgot.
told you that there weren't clothes for a short, fat boy. Like, do
That's
you not
that's
hear?
not
Does your
true.
brain
The woman was on Montel. She went national.
What do you mean it's not true? I
It's not
showed the
true.
clothes I
I
bought.
seen the closet. She went national. There were sizes for all types of children.
So
Stop
what are
with
you
that.
suggesting? It's not. It's wait. Hold on.
And even if
So
there wasn't no size available, you mean to tell me you had to go and do a GoFundMe on these YouTube streets when you allegedly are a six-figure woman?
I don't understand why we keep having the same conversation and you keep acting like you don't know what happened. Again, I did not need the money, which is why I was able to give it all back and still buy the clothes. I thought it was a nice thing to do because that sector was being so negative. And how does that change the fact that you came on the internet and lied about me giving you that money? Like, how do you not feel any guilt or shame about that?
It wasn't.
How do you turn it into me lying? I bought that child clothes out of my own pocket. Why would I do that if there were already clothes in the
First of
charity
all,
for
we
him?
don't even know if there was a child. We
So,
can't assume
but I
anything you're
showed the
saying
receipts on D Darrell's, the clothes I
as
bought. I can
true.
pull up the receipts.
I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me? My bad, y'all. Thank you for letting me know, girl. Because I was talking away. Okay, so it is questionable, is what I was saying. It is very questionable of whether or not that kid actually existed, right? It is very questionable now if that kid really did exist. You know what I'm saying? Because why would Carrie go all this time, claiming that this kid was tall and big and tall, and now all of a sudden he's short and fat, right? And it is questionable now whether this child actually existed because it's clear you purchased clothes for a grown ass man, or at least that's what it looks like, because there's no way that you were asking a student of yours what his size underwear was. There's no way you privately asked him that. No way. There's no way you did that. So you had to have been buying these clothes for a grown ass man, right? So whether that kid exists or not is questionable, Carrie Ann, especially for somebody like Photon who knows because you actually did send him money. So he wasn't lying, Carrie. He wasn't lying. Let's go ahead and keep going. We're going to finish this out.
Seats right now. So are you suggesting that I just
So,
went out and bought clothes for a short, fat boy?
so about that, when you told the story, you didn't say dude was short and fat. You made a point of saying that he was like a big and tall type dude. He was exceptionally tall and big for his
That's
age.
not
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Oh,
Let him
oh, oh,
finish.
oh, it's not. It's
No,
not.
no. I
So
can show
you
you the
did.
clothes right now.
No, I'm not talking about the clothes. I'm talking about what you said. You
Well, I
said
can
dude
show
was
you that
like,
he was short because the clothes are short.
that's
It's
not
not.
what you said. That's not what you said. You
Do you
said that
have
he
a
was.
receipt?
You
No number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. People know this is literally the same day I got the cash apps. And what is these pants? A 40 wide, 32 length, right? He was fat and short. And P just keeps saying I said he was fat and tall. And again, I could picture the kid in my mind. I know I didn't say he was fat and tall. I would never say that. And so I'm saying, P, like, what are you suggesting? This is just one of the receipts. I got all of them lined up here. Well, I got all of mine, pulled them all up, but I could pull up some more if y'all want to see them. Let me go ahead and pull them up because, like, when Photon told that lie, I don't want nobody thinking that. Number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. Unlike Photon dusty bitch ass family, my parents didn't raise no fucking thieves. Just so we're clear, right? So I wouldn't steal no money anyway. But if I was gonna steal some money, it would be for a D Darrell bag, not a Photon bag. So let's just be clear about that, right? I would never steal from my community like Photon and his dusty ass brother. Number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. People know this is literally the same day I got the cash apps. And what is these pants? A 40 wide, 32 length, right? He was fat and short. And P just keeps saying I said he was fat and tall. And again, I could picture the kid in my mind. I know I didn't say he was fat and tall. I would never say that. And so I'm saying, P, like, what are you suggesting? It's just one of the receipts. I got all of them lined up here. Well, I got all of mine, pulled them all up, but I could pull up some more if y'all want to see them. Let me go ahead and pull them up because, like, when Photon told that lie, I don't want nobody thinking that, number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. Unlike Photon dusty bitch ass family, my parents didn't raise no fucking thieves, just so we're clear, right? So I wouldn't steal no money anyway. But if I was gonna steal some money, it would be for a D Darrell bag, not a Photon bag. So let's just be clear about that. Right? I would never steal from my community like Photon and his dusty ass brother. Number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. People know this is literally the same day I got the Cash Apps. And what is these pants? A 40 wide 32 length, right? He was fat and short. And P just keeps saying I said he was fat and tall. And again, I could picture the kid in my mind. I know I didn't say he was fat and tall. I would never say that. And so I'm saying, P, like, what are you suggesting? It's just one of the receipts. I got all of them lined up here. Well, I got all of mine, pulled them all up, but I could pull up some more if y'all want to see them. Let me go ahead and pull them up because, like, when Photon told that lie, I don't want nobody thinking that, number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. Unlike Photon dusty bitch ass family, my parents didn't raise no fucking thieves, just so we're clear, right? So I wouldn't steal no money anyway. But if I was gonna steal some money, it would be for a D Darrell bag, not a Photon bag. So let's just be clear about that. Right? I would never steal from my community like Photon and his dusty ass brother. Number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. People know this is literally the same day I got the Cash Apps. And what is these pants? A 40 wide 32 length, right? He was fat and short. And P just keeps saying I said he was fat and tall. And again, I could picture the kid in my mind. I know I didn't say he was fat and tall. I would never say that. And so I'm saying, P, like, what are you suggesting? It's just one of the receipts. I got all of them lined up here. Well, I got all of mine, pulled them all up, but I could pull up some more if y'all want to see them. Let me go ahead and pull them up because, like, when Photon told that lie, I don't want nobody thinking that, number one, I wouldn't steal no money anyway. Unlike Photon dusty ass with his brother, who he admitted was a fucking scammer, right? Who was bragging about scamming people and dodging his own child support and everything. Unlike Photon dusty bitch ass family, my parents didn't raise no fucking thieves, just so we're clear, right? So I wouldn't steal no money anyway. But if I was gonna steal some money, it would be for a D Darrell bag, not a Photon bag. So let's just be clear about that. Right? I would never steal from my community like Photon and his dusty ass brother.